Hi, I'm Dr. James Laporta. I'd like to talk to you today about a question that's at the tip of everyone's tongue. What causes cancer? I don't think you can say any one specific thing causes cancer. It's a stochastic set of events throughout lifetime that stress DNA, and where there's a significant disruption, your autoregulatory processes within your cell stop working. It no longer abides by the rules of how the cell should function. It grows at a very, very fast rate, and it evades detection in the immune system. It's not always a problem with your immune system. Sometimes the cell is mutated in a way that the immune system just cannot detect it. So why does this happen? Well, let's look at certain events such as toxins from the environment. You may be genetically predisposed to not being able to metabolize certain toxins properly, or your antioxidant systems aren't working as well. Perhaps those toxins are combined with certain stress hormones, etc., and there's a cascaded event. Maybe your diet is high in xenoestrogens, plastic estrogens, and various things found in meats. Alone, that won't cause cancer, but your specific metabolic pathways may not metabolize estrogen as much. That estrogen burden on top of maybe hormone replacement therapy, things like that, might just be too much to cause a DNA kink and a mutation, and you've got cancer. You add on other things such as, we all think about stress and electromagnetic frequencies, or various things that can cause that DNA to vibrate and be vulnerable. What about certain psychological states? It's an interesting phenomenon that about 2 or 3 months before people start experiencing symptoms of cancer, there's this change, there's this memory that comes up. And almost 2 to 3 years before the cancer is diagnosed, for some reason, there's a significant event, a significant trauma. I know we all have traumas in our life, but very often it can be the tipping point, not the cause, but the tipping point for an emotion that just has that kind of effect on that DNA and on that cell that it just loses its ability to function properly and has a life of its own. Almost as though we've lost control of that experience and have been unable to digest it. It sediments into something that grows like a tumor. Cell phones, I don't think are strong enough to cause cancer. Certainly, we've said toxins, but things like glyphosates, there's a lot of books written about that now, and various toxin chemicals that can cause cancer with oncogenic potential, be that heavy metals, or be that pesticides, be that environmental air pollution, etc. Certainly, that has an impact. But yet you can have a young man that lives an organic diet, living on the seaside village, almost a hippie life, doing everything right, and he comes with tumors. So we don't have the answers, we don't know. We know that it presents an opportunity for us to improve on our health. We have to. It's an opportunity for us to learn something much deeper about ourselves. It teaches us to face mortality in a whole different way and look at something beyond mortality, perhaps. Maybe cancer in general has something to teach humanity itself. Not unlike many societies or cities, cancer grows very quickly. It utilizes all the resources around it without caring for the people inside or the people around. Each cancer cell to its own, greedily consuming more and more and more, devastating the natural environment and really polluting the cells around it. That's cancer. It grows without any reverence, without any respect, without any harmony to the environment around us. I think humanity has a lot to learn from that. And when treating cancer, perhaps we need to look at that element of it too. We need to look at the environment of the cell and the environment of the human tissues and the immune system, and not just the cancer itself. And that's when integrated approach comes in. Look at how the body's functioning, how do you optimize it? How do you help the cells repair itself in the right way? And how do you target those aberrant cells so that they can die or become regulated more easily? I think cancer itself is an opportunity for medicine and science to progress in leaps and bounds when we start looking at the deeper paradigms behind its evolution.